been consistent. Starbucks, Coca-Cola, Amazon, Costco. Those are brands that have stood the test of time. Domino's Pizza, we're going to talk about in a little bit here, for sure. But consistency is so important. But when you think about that's great. That's part of your identity. But if you can't adapt, what's the point? If you in the AEC industry, everything is shifting. Timelines are shifting. More information is needed. You're submitting into a black hole. Your marketing team is working on a campaign, but you didn't meet the client, so you don't really know the impact of it, but you're supposed to put in all kinds of passion towards it. I argue that this room should be in front of the clients, should be talking to clients about what you're doing, what you need in an RFP. What are you looking for that's going to stand out? Now, those are important variables that factor into why we were able to win and why we were able to grow our company. We took recruiters with us on meetings. We were involving the experts, we're going to talk about that, in the actual close of the sale. Yeah. And that's so important. The third piece is really your brand ambassador. That's being reliable. Clients come back because you're reliable. If you can't be reliable, they'll go on to there's other choices out there. And in today's world with AI, if you're not reliable from a human perspective, you can fall to the wayside very quick. The final piece is execution. If you're not executing, you're executed, especially in today's world. There are platforms out there that can do a lot of the writing out there, that can put proposals together, but the human element is so vital to what you're doing, and that's where this whole framework came from. So now think about it. It's so easy. Like, Jonathan, these words are easy. Put consistent in front of the other three and tell me you do it every day. Are you consistently adaptable? Consistently reliable? Consistently executing? It's really, really hard to do, but everyone in this room has the capability to do it. And I'm going to dive more into that in just a minute here.
So you referenced that we could talk about Domino's. What stood out to you about Domino's?
So I started giving my keynote speeches about 10 years ago. I was so blown away with Domino's, right? The first pizza company where you could order, like, see it online, like, here it is, going in the oven, and it says getting made. And I wanted it to be extra crispy, and then I wanted it to come to my backyard. What they were doing was letting you in on how they developed the product. They were also selling their data. Who in here is selling your data? How hard have you worked? Does the client know how hard you worked on putting the RFP together? What's the purpose for the RFP? Domino's thought, gosh, you know what? Let's let them into what we're doing. Let's show them how the pizza's made. Now, if you look at 25 years later, number one, Domino's is still the number one pizza brand in America. They've tried a lot of things that haven't necessarily worked. Some have. The Domino's delivery cars, that was an interesting one. But they've tried a lot of different things and stuck with it, and they're still the number one brand in America. But now every local pizza shop, including your mom and pops on the corner,